Hi, I'm Benita Nathan Sussman, president of the board of Kulanu, and I welcome you to Kulanu's first post-Passover Zoom. As always, what makes Kulanu unique is that it is an international, worldwide effort, network, and community. It might be nice if you put your screen name, where you come from, by your name, and if you don't know how to do it, put it in the chat.
Great. Thank you so much. As Benita shared, this is the very first time we are hosting our Celebrating Passover Around the Globe. So it's a great chance for us to come together and experience how a Jewish community around the globe marked Passover this year. But before we begin, I'd like to introduce Samantha Shokin, our newest team member for Kulanu and our development and programs manager. She's going to be helping us run technology for today's program. And Samantha is a nonprofit professional with over a decade of experience in grant writing, communications, and cultural programming. She has worked with organizations including the JDC, the European Jewish Cemeteries Initiative, the Museum of Jewish Heritage, and the Center for Traditional Music and Dance. We are thrilled to have her on the team and are grateful for her help today with the presentation. And what you see today is really the real impact of Kulanu's work. This year, we gave small funding for 97 communities in 17 different countries. They were able to do community celebrations for Passover. Many of these communities might not have been able to do so otherwise. And so in today's presentation, we will be able to see a few of these. So let's begin with our presentation. Samantha? Great. So we'll be today, title for today's program is Celebrating Passover Around the Globe 2026. We'd like to start by thanking our sponsors for today's event. So Papa Dio, Gail Hammerman, Judith Manalise, Ilana Shemesh, and Rabbi Gerald and Benita Nathan Sussman. Thank you so much for your support today and for being a part of the Kulanu Network. The first video we're going to show is a video from past Passover celebrations. So this is a video of collection of the past Passover celebrations that have happened around the globe over many, many years. And then we're going to move into what actually happened most recently in 2026. But first, we're going to start with the past. Here we go.
Ilu otsienu mimizraim velo asam baem shifatim dayenu 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 ilu asam baem shifatim velo asam velo eye dayenu
Thank you so much. So next, we're going to hear from two of our community leaders. So we have Jator from Nigeria, who helped organize distribution to 40 different communities across Nigeria of matzah and kosher wine. So we're excited to have him share more about how that was organizing everything and also the impact that made in the communities across the country. And we're also going to be speaking to Sarah from Uganda, who hosted the fourth annual Matzah Bake, bringing together 30 Abiyudaya communities. And they also made wine as well. So we're going to pass it to Jader. Sorry. Okay. I'm asking you to unmute. Are you able to speak now? Jato?
Okay, shalom, shalom.
Shalom. Welcome. So can you share?
And, yes, I want to first of all say on behalf of the communities, Sajara, and on our
We are having difficulty hearing you. We're having difficulty hearing.
Okay, shalom, shalom.
We can hear you, but it's very muffled. It sounds, is there something in front of the microphone maybe?
Let me check what I said. Okay, I'm coming. Come back again. I'm coming. Okay.
Okay, we'll give him a moment. Jato, will you work on your tech issues? I think we'll move to Sarah. Sarah, are you able to speak now?
Yes, please.
Wonderful. So we'll switch our order. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Shalom to everyone.
Shalom.
Yeah, thank you so much, Molly, for this opportunity. And first of all, I would love to thank Kulanu and all our donors, for supporting Jewish communities around the globe. To achieve, various activities and more so to have a great hug. In Uganda, we have 30 synagogues now spread across the country, and many of them from the eastern region, around 14. Then we have around 6 in the central region, and we have 8 in Namutumba, and in northern Uganda, we have 2 communities. So basically, Kulanu and all our donors have been supporting us we have been receiving support for 4 consecutive years. And this has greatly supported us. Oh dear, I can't see the Zoom now. Do you still hear me?
We can still hear you, but we lost your photo. We lost your video. But we can't hear you.
Oh dear. But okay, Zoom is here. Technology. Yes.
There you are. We have you again.
Yeah, thank you. So in all the 30 Jewish communities, all people come together. They send representatives to come and do the baking of the matzot, and the cooking of, or the preparing of the wine. And this time round, we made over 9, each box had 105. So there were lots, over 9,056 matzots. And we distribute all these according to the number of people in our communities. So Kulanu has been sponsoring the entire project, right away from transport, from their local communities to all the items that we buy and we use. I was lucky when I went to Israel. My major interest was learning how to bake matzot. So I talked to a few people. Again, Kulanu sponsored me when I went to Israel. I went for a course in combating gender-based violence. So I took 3 types of wheat flour that are considered whole wheat flour from my country, and they were tested, and one of them passed that test, and that is the flour we use. It is called atta. It is whole wheat, and it is considered kosher. So basically, that is what we use, and we buy grapes that are manufactured, that are planted in Uganda, and they are the ones we also use for baking. So I learned these skills for baking matzot. First of all, in northern Israel, in Haifa, there is a rabbi who is called Eliyahu, who took this flour to various companies, and they tested and also trained me. Then Rabbi Ari Greenspan also trained me. And yes, and finally, the Midrashah wrote in Batayim, my Rebbetzin also, and his husband, the rabbi, also took me through the various processes. So these are the skills that I brought back home, and we started the baking of matzot. And before we started baking, this one that I learned from Israel, some communities could not have matzot on their Seder because we have a Chabad center in Kampala, but matzot is too expensive for the entire community to buy. So this is a great privilege for us to have enough wine and enough matzot on our Seders for all the entire communities. And also, addition to that, Plan also gave us $100 per community to add on our community Seders. For example, parsley, the bitter herbs, at times they're a little expensive. Honey is sometimes expensive. So these funds have also supported us to really have a great Seder. Then secondly, I am glad that we are being sponsored and each community takes part in participating. One, matzot baking is one of the activities in Uganda that brings together all communities. So when we come together, we also brainstorm. For example, at night, after the baking and we have showered up, we sit together and then brainstorm on how to bring unity among our communities and how to move further. What are the challenges each community is facing? We did a training on combating gender-based violence because in our assessment, that was a challenge to each and every community, starting from the leaders. So Kulanu supported us to empower leaders. I made that training, again, with the skills that I got from Israel, and our communities have been equipped. And even we make refresher courses online, for example, on WhatsApp, and they also refer cases or they ask for advice, and we are going on. So this time round, we also brainstormed. I'm working on the report and I will be sharing. But one of the key activities the members suggested was to have a marriage conference for the married people. Then secondly, is about the youth conference. It is a challenge here that some of our youths are getting married outside. Yes, it is sad news from non-Jewish men, and even some Jewish men are having non-Jewish women. So I really think it will be key to have such a training to remind our girls. Yeah, it can be a youth camp, it can be just a conference for a day, and we have this. Yeah, I am happy to report that all communities celebrated Pesach so well, with joy, with full meals. Yes, and
thank you. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Baruch Hashem, for that. Thank you so much.
Sarah, I want to make a comment. Kulanu's in the process with help of setting up a dating app for sub-Saharan Africa. It's
Wow.
It's 2/3 finished, and when we announce it, we'll let everybody know when it's done. We have a representative from Cote d'Ivoire who's taken the lead on it with some tech person in the United States, and we're calling it kula meat.
Wow, that's great.
How cool is that? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Samantha, now it's Sarah's
Yes.
video. Okay.
So now we'll watch a short 3.5 minute film, a little video that Sarah put together for us.
Yeah, men at work, men at work, men at work, and women, bravo! Women power in matter making. Yeah, everybody's doing their parts. Oh, that's an interview. Yeah. I said men at work, and I said women power.
Driving it crazy.
Yeah, these are our trays heading to the oven. Yeah, these are some that are ready. Yeah, and then Leo and Alan are doing great work here at the oven. Yeah, we have these ones here.
And these ones.
And these ones here. Yeah, Baruch Hashem, we are doing good. Elia, will you enjoy Pesach?
Absolutely.
Why is it good to bake?
It is very good. Matzah.
Alan, anything?
I just feel excited while I'm seeing something like changing from soft to hard like masa.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are the other boxes that are ready. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, even these ones here. Yeah, we are doing great. 30 Jewish communities will be receiving matzah and wine.
Of having the girlfriend, it is not an easy thing to have it. We need it for the community, but not easy to have it. So we thank Kulanu for the opportunity of giving us the funding which we have been able to use to purchase
The grapes.
the grapes, and we are here processing the wine. Baruch Hashem, communities are going to be very happy this hard season. We shall be very happy to have our wine, and we are also baking behind there
Matzah.
matzah, and then
And a token for our Seders.
exactly.
Yes.
We are so grateful. May Hashem bless the hands that have really given us this opportunity. And we also celebrate as Jews. And we pray that may Hashem also give protection to Israel and bring peace in the Middle East. Because right now it's very unfortunate. There's war between Israel and Iran.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Sarah, for sharing today and also for making that beautiful video. It's wonderful to see everyone come together from across Uganda and all the Abiyudaya communities, all 30 of them joining together to make matzah together. So thank you for organizing and setting that up. So now I want to move to Jato from Nigeria. Let's see if we're able to hear the audio better this time. Can you unmute, please?
Yeah. Shalom, Hamid Buraya.
Shalom. That sounds much better. Welcome.
Yeah. We want to say it on behalf of Nigeria Jewelry and Sub-Saharan Jewish Alliance in Nigeria. We want to say thank you very much to Kulanu for your support and your contribution, and every of our donors that supported us. It's been our culture from Saja here in Nigeria that every year we support most families and communities with mazot and wine. And sometimes we give them some financial support for their Seder night. Fortunately, Kulanu came to our aid because we are not able to get to the numbers that we were supposed to cover this year. And with the support of Kulanu, we were able to extend to approximately to over 46 communities. So some of them got some packs, some of them got some wine, and some few got some financial assistance. So I want to say thank you very much and for the assistance of Kulanu and our donors that on behalf of the Nigeria Jewelry, we are indeed very grateful for your support, and we look for having a proper plan to see how best we can integrate more communities. Catherine and Molly, they're in our group, and I guess they could see the joy in some of the faces of an expression of some of our communities that got the support during the Passover celebration. So we are planning from the Nigeria Jewish, Sub-Saharan Jewish Alliance, Nigeria. We're planning to host the biggest African Sukkot festival, which will be discussed after now. But we actually had some little challenges. Because of the timing, in order for us to get in touch with all the communities, some of the transportation we are done from air. We could not use the land transport because of the timing, so we have to send some through the airport, cargo them across. Nigeria is quite big, and we have some communities from the north, the south, the east, and the west, which they were able to cover. So, and by next year, before now, we are planning to bring Madam Sarah to support us in having a kosher mazot since she has been certified from Israel. Because the price of the imported mazot, because of the cost, the currency difference have increased. The ones who were getting for like 25,000 naira was now increased to about 48,000 naira. So going forward, we'll be planning to have, though some communities actually had a local baked mazot, the one from Owerri, Miss Precious community, and Arakama, they did their own baking. So by next year, we'll be planning to get more of the materials so that we can start baking on time. And we don't mind stealing Madam Sarah from Uganda or asking the Abadaya Jewish community to borrow Madam Sarah for some weeks for us so that she can assist in giving our people proper orientation and education of the mazap baking process alongside with our rabbi under the supervision of our rabbis so that we can accommodate as many other communities and families that we can accommodate. So for this year, we want to say thank you very much for the assistance of Kulanu. And Mama Bonita, we can see you from this side. We're seeing you. We say thank you, and thank you, Molly. All nights, stressing both nights in America and nights in Nigeria. We are busy calling her, stressing her. And we really want to say thank you, everybody. And Catherine, I know you see, what you're seeing in the platform is small. Maybe when we're doing our so-called planning, you see they'll be so busy. So I want to say thank you, and may the Almighty continue to replenish the donors in 7 folds, in 100 folds, in 1,000 folds, that your pocket will never dry. So thank you very much for your cooperations, assistance, and your donation. Thank you very much from Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing and your dedication and your organization skills to ensuring that the 40 plus communities across Nigeria were able to celebrate Pesach. So we really appreciate your work. Now we're going to share a few photos and videos from Nigeria so they can see a little bit more about the communities. And these are all from 2026. So this year, for the first time that we know about, there's actually been a comic book made about Passover in Nigeria. So these are a few of the pages that we wanted to share, so you can take a look at that. Great, and we have one more page to take a look at, just to see what's happening kind of on the ground this year for Pesach. We thought this was interesting. So, Lahaim. Great, thank you. Next slide. And here is the picture of the matzah boxes that were delivered to the 40 different communities. So Jator was the one that organized this and put them together. He even put the logo for SAJA, the Sub-Saharan Jewish Alliance, and Kulanu together there, and so that everyone knew that they were being supported by the organization. So thank you for that. Next slide. And this is burning of the chametz in Nigeria. So collecting the chametz before Passover, they are able to have a ceremony here. Next slide. And the Jews of Abuja in Nigeria, they shared a few videos and we thought these were the best. So the first video is children talking a little bit about Passover. Great.
We can't hear that video. We couldn't hear it.
There's no audio in that video. It's very low.
So the next video is singing. So hopefully that one will be a little bit louder and we can hear that strong. Let us know if you can, but let's try that one out. So this is singing in Nigeria. Great, thank you. So that's joyful singing. So hopefully everyone was able to hear that loud and clear. And we'll go on to the next slide. So this is the final slide for Nigeria. And this just shows the community and everyone celebrating. So thank you so much to Jator for helping make those celebrations possible by organizing everything there.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. And then next we wanted to introduce just a few community leaders that happen to be present at the Zoom today. And so we have Zafar from Pakistan. If you could just say hello.
Shalom, ma'am. I would like to thank for Kulanu, especially ma'am Bonita and you, Molly, for invite me to attend this Zoom meeting.
Zafar, do you remember me from Karachi? Hi.
Yeah.
Judith, we met in Karachi 3 years ago with Jürgen.
Uh, yes, ma'am.
Hi.
I'm from.
We met. Ovaya. We met in Karachi with Jurgen.
With India?
We can connect you two at the end. Let's let
Yeah.
him speak right now, okay? Thanks, Judith.
Hello, Shalom.
Shalom.
Ma Shalom Kha, how are you?
Ma'am, this is my daughter, Komal. Please
Hello.
speak.
Nice to meet you.
I'm also great to meet you.
Great. So we just wanted you to say a few words just to let people know how your Passover celebration was in Pakistan this year.
Our Passover celebration this year is at home because of the war of Iran and America, Israel. There are many haters, and we don't feel safe together in a community hall. That's why we decided to do Passover at our own homes.
I understand. Thank you. But I'm glad you were able to celebrate. And we have the video that we can share later about the making matzah.
Yeah. We do all mitzvot regarding the Passover, but we kept it secretly at our homes. Do not show in the public or community hall. That's why. But we celebrate with all spirits of joy and with our all community together in a small quantity, like we gather in 10 to 20 groups, not like 3 to 500 people. That is dangerous for us.
Right, I understand.
Yeah.
In the past, they rented space and had big communal seders. And what she's saying is this year it was different because they're scared. There's been threats and they're scared. So
Yeah. There, our Passover is very good. We get together in a big community hall, and but this year is very difficult to us because of the war, and that's why we face all this. Because Pakistan is the Muslim country, and Muslims are uh, very anger on Jews and Christians nowadays.
Thank you
Yeah.
for sharing.
कौन बोल रहा है?
okay,
Yes, ma'am.
I think we have are we going to show the video now, or will we call on some of the other people who are in the audience?
Let's share the videos and photos from this year's Passover celebrations from around the globe, and then we can move on to the Q&A and let any other
Because we have other community leaders in the group here, and I see we have one of the founders of Kulanu over here. So and a previous board member I'd like to introduce. And I see that there's a few others that I may be skipping because I don't always see the full names. So let's go see the video, and then we'll go on.
Great. So I'm moving on with our slideshow. We have a photo here of the Zimbabwe Haggadah. This is not from 2026, but this is something that was created a few years ago in Zimbabwe, and it was a Haggadah in local language. So that is definitely possible. We had a question come in prior to the event, so we wanted to make sure that people are aware that the communities are making their own Haggadahs in local languages and also with some local traditions as well.
This Haggadah is written in Shona, it was translated into Shona, the language they speak in Zimbabwe.
Right, that's the language of the Lemba people in Zimbabwe. Great, thank you. We'll do the next slide, please. Great, and then here is Safar in Pakistan, who we just spoke with, and a video of making matzah.
It's called Shamuna Mazza. Shamuna Mazza means watching our guardian's matzah. The human hand-made matzah look like this gold roti, and the machine-baked matzah look like a square. But we are humans too. That's why we bake this gold round roti. And one thing is that it's called Sephardic matzah too, and we are Mizrahi Sephardi. That's kind of matzah we make. Thank you.
Wonderful. It's so nice to see so many communities from around the globe that are making their own matzah this year. Can we move on to the next slide, Samantha, please? Great. And here's Passover in Ethiopia. So you see they have matzah as well, getting ready for the holiday. Next slide. And here's a video of making matzah in Ethiopia. Great, thank you. And here's a photo of Campino Grande in Brazil, their beautiful table setting at their synagogue, getting ready for the holiday. Great, and now we have a few testimonials to share. So we get many thank you notes, often throughout the year, but especially during the holidays. And so we wanted to share a few of these so you could hear the words of thanks that we're receiving from different communities across the globe.
I'd like to read them out loud. Let's have Judy Manilis, would you like to read the first paragraph? Judy?
I've asked her to unmute.
Okay, can you hear me now, Bonnie?
Yes.
Okay, I had to open up my mic. On behalf of my community, we are really grateful for the festival support that you have given us. Through the grant, you have made the words of our sages come true. We should be joyous in our festival, which means eating meat and drinking wine. Our joy was not only in the mitzvah of matzot, but also in the eating of assorted meals in the community. You want me to continue?
You want Jack Zeller? Would you like to read the next paragraph?
Jack, are you there? My goodness.
Jack is here. I will push the button to ask him to unmute.
My goodness, we haven't spoken for a long time.
What do you want me to do?
Go read the next paragraph, Jack. Our joy does not only end.
Our joy does not only end in matzot, but with food on the table, and Kulanu has made it possible in our community. With your funds, we were able to have electricity powered by generator for 3 days, including Shabbat, as Nigeria does not have constant power, and a whole lot more. Rishon Ben Avraham, Nigeria.
Okay. He's actually here right now.
Yeah, it's if I can just add something, which is we have to remember that Africa is particularly burdened by some of the changes that are happening in the world. Fuel is very expensive for all our communities, and so people who previously had generators powered by kerosene or gasoline now can't afford to use them. And solar is very expensive. It's a tremendous predicament.
Okay, Jack is one of the founders of Kulanu, so we're honored that he's here. And Judy, who just read the first paragraph, is a past board member. I'd like to call Ilana Shemesh.
Benita, Rishon Ben Avraham is here also, just so you're aware. I don't know if he wants to say anything. The person that sent this email in.
Oh, sure.
Hello.
Well, I was going to have Ilana read, but if you have the
Well,
person
he's here, but he's not answering me, so maybe his internet's not strong.
Okay, Ilana.
Okay, switch to the next one. Oh, no, he's back. We can
Yes.
hear you.
Okay, shalom, shalom.
Hello, thank you for the beautiful email.
Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it too. Like I said in the mail, I actually appreciate Kulanu, and not just me, the entire community in Akwa Ibom State. And I actually want to say that Kulanu is doing a very big work in Nigeria and the world as a whole, because you're actually looking at the isolated communities and the emerging Jewish communities, and you're actually helping us out of issues that would make us not to enjoy the festivals. So I want to say I really appreciate the Kulanu team. Toda Rabbah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And now we'll move on to the next slide. Thank you so much for sharing, Michelle.
Okay, Ilana Shemesh, read the first one, and Judith Cohen, read the second.
As we celebrate, I want to thank you from the depths of my heart for your love, kindness, and constant support. You are truly a blessing in any life, and I am so grateful to have you as family.
And may this beautiful season of freedom bring you peace, joy, good health, and countless blessings. May your home be filled with happiness, laughter, and the light of Hashem throughout this Pesach and always. And it says, sending you my love and warmest wishes from afar.
Ardent. What's the video here?
Can you play the video? It's the girl speaking.
All other nights of the year. On all other nights, we eat komes or mazot, but on this night, we eat only mazot. On all other nights, we eat all kinds of herbs, but tonight, we eat only man. On all other nights, we even dip twice, but tonight, we dip twice. On all other nights, we eat either sitting or recline, but on this night, we eat recline. Thanks.
Bravo.
Yofi.
Thank you. Very nice. And now we'll move to, I believe this is our last testimonial from Guatemala. Samantha, would you like to read?
Sure. Thank you for Kulanu's support for Adat Israel. We bought a box of boxes of matzah that will be used during the Seder. Thank you again from the bottom of our heart. Hag Pesach Sameach to all Kulanu from Saludos Cordiales, Guatemala.
Thank you. And here's a photo of the community as well celebrating. And I believe that is the last one. Yes. So thank you so much for joining us today. We'd love to open it up now to any additional community leaders that want to share anything or any questions that anyone might have for our community leaders or anyone else.
Wait, I want Balthazar. He's in the audience to say hello.
I don't know what he's under. He's not under his name.
He was here before. Maybe he left.
Angel is here, but he's not replying. I'm trying to text people to see if they're able to speak. And so if they don't write back, then I won't call on them.
So if you're interested in saying something, how about raising your hand in the chat if you know how, or raising your hand on the screen if you don't know how, and we will call on you. Judith.
Hi, I just wanted to tell you about some wonderful Pesachs we've had in Belmonte, and also to thank Safar and the community because they sent us a PDF of their Haggadah last year in English, Hebrew and Urdu. And my daughter's mother-in-law is an Urdu specialist from Pakistan. So we went around and read the Haggadah, including in Urdu, with the version of our friends from Karachi. So thanks for that. And sorry, my voice is going. I've been teaching all day. So I won't talk about Belmonte, but I've spent Passover many times in Belmonte, and sometime I'll tell you about that.
Okay, thank you, Judith. There are people here that I don't recognize their names. I assume this might be the first time they're attending, but there aren't faces. There are just names. Anybody else have a question or want to make a comment?
There's one
I
question.
want to say something. Can I say something? My name is
Sure.
Joyce from Israel.
Sure, Joyce.
Right. So I've just returned from Ghana, and I spent 2 months with the Jewish community in Ghana. And I taught them Hebrew. I taught them about Pesach and Purim, and I taught them. So I have beautiful videos of the children singing the Manish Tana, which I haven't sent to you yet, but I will. And I wanted to say that it was a wonderful experience to spend time with the Jewish community in Ghana and how sincere they are about their Judaism. And I was able to teach them Hebrew reading and writing. And so I would just like to encourage any potential volunteers to consider going to the Ghana Jewish community, because they would get a very warm, they'd meet a very warm, sincere, and devout Jewish community there. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, thank you, Joyce. Nice to
Thank
see you. I'm
you.
glad you made it back home. And that was actually the question that was in the chat, was how's the Sefwioso Ghana community doing? So I'm glad that you jumped in right then. Any other questions, comments?
Okay. So for the last few minutes, we try to keep you just an hour. First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming here. I think these programs are very exciting. We have some new exciting programs coming. We're hoping to have a Zoom where community members talk about the impact of Iran on their communities. We once had one on October 7th, and it's fabulous. It's in our archives. You could watch it. It's recorded. And we're hoping to get together a Zoom around, we call it a webinar, around what's happening in Iran. That's one of them. Another one is, my memory goes. Okay. What are the other ones, Molly? My memory just left.
So we're going to be also having one with Tudor Parfit as another one that's going to be up and coming, and also Malka Shaptai's video as well, her documentary.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of Zooms. We're going to try to schedule them once a month. We hope everyone can come and bring more people. I know as the summertime hits, at least in the Northeast here, people spend more time outside than they do on Zoom. But if you're interested, please get the word around. Also, we set a very high goal this year for our Passover challenge, and I'm hoping people can donate to us. You see the important work that we do. Molly just posted the link in the chat, and that's it. After, we're moving on, and I guess you should all enjoy your summer or your winter, depending where you are. May we have peace all over this world, on the globe here. And if you have any other questions, you can reach me. I'm Benita@kulanu.org. Molly's also available, and Samantha's also available. They also have at kulanu.org addresses, and I'm hoping to see you again. Thank you so much, everyone. Shalom.
Thank you.
Shalom.
Bye.
Mhm.